I just really want to talk about what Einstein once said. And he once said, you cannot solve a problem with the same amount of consciousness. And when I heard that for the first time, I was like, dude, he's so accurate. But I wonder if actually people take their time to really think about this, what he was actually trying to say. So I just want to share my idea. Who we are now is a collection of what we have collected in the past. And this is a collection of good emotions, bad emotions. Suppose those traumatic events, the conditioning that shaped us into the person in which we react to certain situations from our past, in which we could be overruled by in this present moment. This, let's say, that we have unconsciously held onto in the past that might not actually serve us in this present moment. This conditioned self, this part within us that just keeps on occurring, re-arising, and rises towards our surface of awareness, our surface of understanding, our surface of perceiving life. It's as if it were the surface in front of in which we, as we suppose, for example, could be a fish inside of a fishbowl. We cannot clearly see the reality outside of the fishbowl, which makes it confusing for us to understand what the foundation it actually is and the truth of what it actually is to be a fish swimming inside of this bowl, as we cannot clearly see the outside of what makes us a fish swimming in this fishing bowl. So that dirt that covers our perception of looking outside, that is what is in front of us, has to be cleaned. That resembles as our ego. The dirt that does not allow us to see the truest reality and aliveness of this reality, but comes in front of which in we can actually, if we do the work and shed all that away and expand and see those problems for what it is and allow it to just dissolve in us as we rise and higher our consciousness, as our life intensity broadens. We can then understand that this is just simple the dirt, and the more easier you practice this, the understanding of what is blocking me from my fullest potential, what is blocking me from my truest expression, from what is blocking me from the truest inner child's creative power, is just simply that dirt that withholds us from the understanding of what the truth and it means to be a human being. Okay? So Einstein said you cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness, which means that we have to expand our consciousness. You have to become more sensitive as your awareness grows, and you can then perceive and see life from a more important, larger, higher perspective. It is easier to just see that it's just simple the dirt that is blocking the view, right? How would I want to react now as I am a human being at this right moment? Not going to be, and not I was. I am in this moment. Traveling worked a lot for me to distance myself from everything that I was so used to. I found it hard to see life outside of that bowl in which I as the fish was in. I found it hard because I was so immersed within that same world and the same water. When I jumped out of that fishing bowl and I left to another country, the continuous change forced me to change internal. It forced me to comprehend and try to understand and make sense of the world again in a new way, at the same time making a newer sense of who I am. We are continuously changing if we allow that to. By nature, we are always changing, and so is everything around us. Nothing is ever the exact same, which might look like that if we mentally comprehend it. But once you become sensitive to life, you will feel that every day just feels different. The way that it's set, the way that the energies are that manipulate our experience. There came a point where I was more happy with my eyes closed than I was with my eyes open in this world. But I completely forgot the balance of actually using the mind for what it is capable of. And that is making sense, but non-conceptually making sense. It's the activity of participation in this physical reality and allowing this physical, beautiful world to become your reality, to become one with us. As we connect deeper with the nature of who we are, we connect more profoundly with the world around us.